Hey guys, so Moonrise, the creature MMO Pokemon-like game, is canceled. They just announced that today. Moonrise is canceled. It will no longer be in development, and his servers are shutting down at the end of this year. So they're holding them up for another 3 or so months, and that's it, guys. Moonrise is dead. You can go ahead and post your anger and frustration on the forums here. Their founder made the announcement today, and yeah, they stated that there's just wasn't enough interest in the players. They didn't really log on long enough to justify the game, which is interesting, very interesting. People knew this was an early access game, that it was going to be a free to play game. And I don't think they understand and realize that free to play games typically don't have very many people that actually pay when they play the game. It's a small whale group that actually pays for the most part, the thousands of dollars, and then you got a couple. It's probably about 10% of people that actually pay in these free to play games. And in that 10%, you have 1 to 2% like whales, maybe 1 to 3% whales that spend thousands upon thousands of dollars trying to climb the leaderboards and, show off and have the greatest of the greatest in game stuff. And then you got your, casual but got some money who, don't want to grind and don't want to, you know, play hours upon hours but have nice fancy things, and those guys will spend tens to hundreds of dollars in there occasionally here and there. And then the rest of the people are just they're free to play players. They play the game freely and enjoy the game. It won't put a dime into it. I don't think they understood that and realized that that's what happens with these free to play games. So I think they were expecting a higher conversion rate, but uh, I don't know the numbers. It looked like I thought I saw somewhere on Steam that they sold like 10,000 Steam packs. So $15 to $20. I mean, that if they sold 10,000 of these, that's 10,000 paying customers, and that would be, you say, 10% are paying customers. And so this is a free-to-play game, so that means there would be 100,000 other players that you would attract for free that would jump on the game, and potentially you might be able to convert some of them into paying players going forward. But then there's also the other people that don't even want to touch a beta alpha game because of this very reason, of that the games, they never get completed, they get canceled and canned. So you got, you know, if they did get 10,000 players, that means there's theoretically roughly 100,000 players that would have eagerly played this game, at launch, looking at those statistics. And again, if the game is good enough, you're going to convert people over to spending some money, or if you have some great promotions and sales and deals. Look at Royal Revolt 2. They do a very good job at selling promotions and packages. The game is free. There is no paywalls at all in there, and it's all competitive nature, and they send up these special offer packages every few days here and there, and then they really promote it and be like, hey, this is such a great deal, we're giving you 75% off, get this now, you have a limited time offer, 6 hours. And they sell a shitload of in-game items that way, and it works. So Undead Labs has lost a lot of faith from a lot of people, and they need to reevaluate like whether they should be in the mobile gaming industry, because quite frankly, their cash shop and how they approached this game was horrible, horrible.